success of others means being happy for what someone else has accomplished, but it also means giving them credit for those accomplishments.
And that can get a little bit harder, actually giving that credit. It reminded me of an old FedEx commercial.
We have got to cut costs, people. Ideas.
We could open an account on FedEx.com, save 10% on online express shipping.
Okay, how about this? We open an account on FedEx.com. We save 10% on online express shipping.
That is wonderful.
Great idea right there. Studio 5 relationship coach Matt Townsend is here. Is it just a matter of giving credit where credit is due?
Well, and did you see the faces of all these guys that it's more than giving credit where credit is due. It's giving, it's honoring, it's respecting you because you nailed it. It's not just, it's the whole thing. It's about understanding you're valuable, you're incredible, you nailed it, I don't need it. There's something powerful about giving someone credit, and there's also something powerful about not taking credit. If I truly get it's not me, and I'll give it to you, the powerful thing is that will get me 10 times more with everyone around me. If I'll just keep giving it away, I'll always get more back, but if I always have to take the credit like that boss just modeled, those other people are going to stop giving it.
So how can we do this better? Because when you paint it out like that, everyone's like, yes, I want to give credit.
Let's do it.
Right, how do we do it?
Rules. We just got to do it. Rule number 1, you always give credit to everyone else. Don't ever take the credit for yourself.
Even if you've earned it.
Even if you've earned it, because if you think you've earned it, you probably don't fully know what happened. Because I would always give credit to everyone else if you want everyone else participating in making you look good. Does that sound weird? It's kind of like self-serving, but if I want you to keep being fed, I will always give you the credit for my success. I go to speeches and they'll say, oh my heck, that was the best speech ever. And I used to say, I didn't want to accept it. So I say, you know what, thank you. And I never could have done it if you hadn't been there to laugh, and if your people hadn't got me there, and if your leaders hadn't done this. And so I want to spread the credit out.
You're very good at that.
Because it's not, I don't want it to be about me. In the end, too, I want to come back.
Yeah.
And if I want to come back, one way to come back is make sure the leaders look good and everyone else that got you there looks good.
And that applies in so many ways. I mean, you translate that to the everyday mom's experience, PTA president, right? You're handing out credit. You want those people to help you at the next event.
That's right. And if you want your house cleaned by your children, I'd give credit. And when someone comes and says, oh my heck, your house is always so clean, if all your kids are watching how you respond to that, and you're like, I know, I work like a dog. You should see how hard it is to get these kids to move. Then all of a sudden, there's going to be no movement. So the first rule, always give it away. The second rule is give credit away immediately.
Why does that matter?
Because part of it is you might want to savor it for a minute.
Bask in the
potential that they think it was actually you for a minute. But I found the faster I give it away, the faster it's off the table. So then I don't even have any desire to make it be about me. So I literally have found very quickly give it away, because also it makes it so you actually put people, you kind of set the tone for the whole conversation. If you go to a party and the party's really incredible and you're immediately making it about everyone else, it makes actually everybody kind of relax, and it's not, I have to pay homage to you or respect you.
Should I tell you who's really phenomenal about that? Brooke, right here. We have weekly meetings.
And they'll giving her credit?
No, they'll say, Brooke. They'll say, Brooke, that was a great job doing that story. And she's like, oh no, Hallie, you really helped me with that. Or Leslie gave me
good.
And she is so easy and quick to throw this credit.
Like Brooke.
You're so nice. No, you're so nice. But it is. You think of any project or responsibility you're given, it is always a team effort, right?
Always.
Thank you.
Well, and if you want more, you're going to have to do that, okay, right? So another great benefit or tool or a rule you can use is watch when other people are giving credit. So start to recognize when others are sharing credit. In my family, if I ever see somebody giving credit to anyone else, that's a big moment. Like if I see, and we're not very good at this. The Townsends aren't great at it. But if we see it, I should point it out and say, oh my heavens, did you see Josh was just telling Spencer how grateful he was for a brother that helped him fix the basketball hoop. I mean, if I can point out when others are doing it, I'm going to start to perpetuate a spirit or a culture of giving credit. And in your business situation, it's the exact same way. I would even honor people that are actually giving credit to others.
Well, and it's so funny. I never thought to examine this topic, giving others credit, on a deeper level, so I'm glad we are today. But you think of that teaching opportunity with your kids, there's so much more that's taught there. Humility, graciousness, right? Gratitude. There's so many underlying lessons that are taught in just that one example.
And you have to accept it, right? So don't just reject anyone someone giving you credit, accept it, say thank you, and I never could have done it without, and then start doing the big Academy Award speech. I never could have done it without the little people, and without my friends and my family and my wife, and I never could have done it. And all of a sudden, when you line everyone up, you feel good, right? So the next rule, make it a part of every interaction.
What if there's no credit being given? You just bring it up on your own?
That's harder. That's a harder one. Like, imagine that every single dinner you have, we were giving credit. So as we sit down with our family and we have grace, and let's just thank Mom that put this together. And I saw Jake was cutting tomatoes, and we didn't lose a finger, which was a really big deal. Jake, I just want to thank everybody for making that happen. Everywhere you go, every meeting you have, every speech you have, there's somewhere to give thanks. Even the mere fact that they just showed up. I know I showed up late. I'm like, you know what? I'm just glad you're here, because I wouldn't have been able to get to where I needed to go if you hadn't been here, whether on time or not.
And social media kind of expands that opportunity,
Huge.
right?
So now we can use the technology to actually use more credit giving. I mean, imagine that your Instagram messages, what if one of them was just about giving thanks? One time my wife took a picture of somebody, it was the craziest thing. On Valentine's Day, we were out to dinner at a nice, expensive restaurant, and a couple bought us dinner for just because we were there. And they were friends, and we weren't even with them. It was just my wife and I. But my wife took a picture of it, took their names off it because we didn't want to, make it too public. But she went on Instagram and publicly thanked these people for literally making our anniversary dinner. And they didn't have to, but I'm going to bet you bucks it influenced others, and I'm going to bet it made them feel pretty good.
It's contagious. I remember when she did that, and I remember thinking, I went home to my husband that day and said, wouldn't it be nice to do that for somebody sometime? Because I could tell she was genuinely touched.
Doesn't that spread it? That's what spreads the joy. So use technology, use your Facebook, text more things of gratitude, text more appreciation, text more credit. Where credit's due, right? Last but not least, the opposite of giving credit would be discrediting others, taking away credit, blaming, getting mad at them, or discrediting people. The minute you do that, you tell everyone in the room you're willing to play ugly. I'm willing to have a fall guy. I'm willing to let somebody take the fall or the blame for this. So personally, I don't think you need to discredit others. If you need to give someone feedback about what they've done, you do it privately. All I would ever do publicly is praise. Praise, 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 praise. Privately, I'd take him to task if I had to.
And is there even a way to take them to task without discrediting them? Is there a balance
Always
there?
Identify what works, what was good, what you really appreciated, then use the word and. Instead of but, we always use but. You really messed it up here. I appreciate this, and next time, if you could be on time, it would have been so much easier for me. So I do appreciate this, and it would be easier if you're on time.
We're talking sort of in the frame of like you're giving speeches, doing big things. These are principles that every mom and dad really can use on a daily basis.
And it's always, by the way, one-to-one, right? So, you can do it with a group of people, but it's me communicating to you how valuable you are. And I'd even look them in the eye when we say it, and people aren't good at this. People are not good at this one-on-one stuff. So this is where you can start to really have leverage in your relationship by
I'm so glad we talked about this topic.
Cool?
I think it's underexplored. Yeah, and it's so valuable.
It wasn't my idea. It was your great producer's idea. And then Darren hounded me and chased me. So we couldn't have done it without all of you.
Okay, we have to get Matt Townsend out the door because you people in St. George have been begging him to do a date night down south, and this is the weekend. Still time to sign up?
Time to sign up. March 29th, so it's a Friday night. So if you're going down for spring break, if you're going to be down there for ball games with your kids, if you live down there, March 29th, the Eccles Arts Center, main stage. Peter Breinholt and I, we're going to be playing. Peter plays, I just sing and dance, and then we talk about relationships. It's the best thing ever.
Could you keep your shirt on this time? Because last time during the dance number, that was a little awkward. Okay, you want to go if you're in the St. George area this coming weekend because it is a great date night out. So nice job, Matt.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks,